Finnish Civil War is not a well-known war for many people. Although it's not well known, many people lost their lives in this war. Both sides combined, about 31,400 people died. But before we talk about the war itself, we must talk about the backstory. It's 17th of September 1809, then of the Finnish War. The Treaty of Fredrikshamn, or the Treaty of Hamina, ceded Finland from Sweden to Russia, creating the autonomous Grand Duchy of Finland under the Russian rule. During the rule of the Russian Empire in Finland, the following factors led Finland into independence and the start of the Civil War. The Finnish national awakening in the mid-19th century was a big part of the Finnish history. It was to promote Finnish culture and language, and to establish feeling of unity between all people in Finland. Ruling elite and the ruled peasantry alike created national identity. Later on, it created different political parties, like Old Finns and Young Finns. Russification of Finland was a governmental policy of the Russian Empire aimed at limiting the special status of the Grand Duchy of Finland and possibly the termination of its political autonomy and cultural uniqueness. Russification created rules, listed here. But the biggest factor that really pissed off the Finnish was the assigned Governor-General of Finland, Nikolai Bobrikov, so much that on June 16, 1904, Bobrikov was assassinated by Egon Stouchman in Helsinki. In 1914, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand led to the clusterfuck known as World War I. Since Finland was part of the Russian Empire, it didn't help much. Finnish military service was terminated and was replaced by financial compensation before the war began. People in the Russian Empire were getting pissed off by the war, which led to when the Russian Tsar abdicated and the Russian provisional government was created on 2nd of March 1917, the SDP, Suomen Demokraattinen Puolue, suggested the Power Act to be placed. Instead, the Parliament of Finland was abolished and replaced by a bourgeois parliament. In November revolutions, Lenin's army took over Petersburg and started the Russian Civil War. In Finland, the bourgeois parliament pushed for independence, and on 6th of December 1917, Finland was an independent nation. While Germany was steamrolling through Russia, Finland was dealing with problems. Many people with no jobs, no food, and people went on strike. At the end of the year and the beginning of the year 1918, the situation was getting worse. Finland was politically and socially split between right and left ideologies. Both sides established civil guards. North suojeluskunnat were mostly right, and southern punakaartit were mostly left. Lenin supported the South and urged them to take control of the country to themselves. The bourgeois parliament suggested that the northern civil guards would take the place of the Finnish army and keep order in Finland. The southern guards didn't accept this and started a revolution in Helsinki, 18th of January 1918. Now that those things are covered, we can start to talk about the actual war. After the government fled to Vaasa, the Southern Reds quickly gained control over the southern cities, Tampere, Turku, Pori, and started to attack towards north. The country was split into two sides, the White Guard in the north and the Red Guard in the south. Red started to replace the parliament with the lead of Kullervo Manner. North was trying to stop the Reds from taking over the country as a whole. Both sides were equal on army size, about 85,000 soldiers on both sides. Red and White command had a big difference. While Reds had few experienced commanders and commanders chosen by soldiers, Whites had experienced commanders from the Russian Empire, leading the Whites was Mannerheim, who arrived to Finland from the Eastern Front. Reds were supported by Lenin, who gave weapons to the soldiers. Whites were supported by Germany with troops and weapons. Oulu was an important city up in the north, where there was a lot of support for the Reds. Whites were urged to take control of the city quickly, because the Whites had to keep a maintenance route to the Swedish border. After both sides cleared their backs, a front line started to form. The most important battles of the war happened in northern Tampere, where the Reds tried to access the railways, but the Whites stopped their attack dead. Reds even tried to attack in Satakunta and Karjala, but the Whites defended. Reds did not have enough men to continue attacks, so Whites had time to start planning attacks. Mannerheim planned to attack Tampere from the main railroads and to take control of the city. After a big battle, Whites finally took control of the city 6th of April. When the Red soldiers surrendered, Germany landed in Hanko and Loviisa and started to push towards Helsinki, and the railroads leading to Helsinki to cut off the payment from Lenin. Plans to cut the Reds half were on full effect, and the Red government escaped to Viipuri before Germans took control of Helsinki 18th of April. Whites and Germans split the Reds into two in Hämeenlinna and Lahti. Invasion of Karjala started and ended when the last of the Reds' armies were cleared out May 15th of 1918, ultimately ending the war. The rebuild of Finland started and many Reds were sent to prison camps. After the German Empire held Finland, a Senate was put to find a suitable monarch for Finland. Prince Frederick Charles of Hesse was suitable and accepted the offer, but this offer was soon refused when Germany lost the war on November 11, 1918. I will give credit to Brain for Breakfast for giving me inspiration for this video, link down below. Thanks for watching and subscribe, and tell me in the comments if I did get any facts wrong. Thank you, bye.